Konnichiwa, Japan fans. Today's show, we're going to be talking about losing buyers. Eigo desu. それでは行きましょう. So let's get going. This is the 7th year of the Sales Japan Series podcast, broadcasting around the world from the Beverly Hills of Japan, Minato-ku here in downtown Tokyo. It is chic central. I'm your host, Dr. Greg Story, Dale Carnegie Tokyo franchise owner, the president of Dale Carnegie Tokyo Training, and the 3-time best-selling author of Japan Sales Mastery, which is Zaegyo in Japanese, Japan Business Mastery, and Japan Presentations Mastery. Plus, Stop Wasting Money on Training in Japanese, Training de Okane o Mura ni suru no wa yamemashou, and all are available on Amazon. In this podcast, I want to help you to survive and, even better, thrive in business. 1. Sell more and do it more easily. 2. Exceed your targets. In fact, blow up your targets. 3. Make some serious money. Don't forget to subscribe and share this podcast with your family, friends, and colleagues. We are not being sponsored by Libsyn, but we value your privacy, which is why we have our podcast hosted by Libsyn. Unlike many other hosting organizations, Libsyn have a strict policy that does not allow access to your private information by anyone. Here is our daily podcast lineup on Apple Podcasts. Mondays, the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show podcast. Tuesday, the Presentations Japan series, and every second Tuesday, the Business Tatsujin no Oshie Show. Wednesdays, the Sales Japan series. Thursdays, the Leadership Japan series, and every second Thursday, the Business Pro Podcast Show. Fridays, the Japan Business Mastery Show podcast. Saturdays, Japan's top business interviews. This is episode number 337, and today we are talking about what to do about losing track of buyers. How could we lose track of buyers? Unfortunately, it's very easy. That nice person we've been dealing with inside the company, the one with whom we've built a solid relationship where the trust is brimming and the bonhomie is pumping, is transferred to another section, or they leave the company for another job. Suddenly, we are left with nothing. If it is an internal transfer, we may find there is a new person who decides they will put their own stamp on things. They bring in their own suppliers who are their favorites. They have a competing established relationship, or maybe they don't like the cut of our jib. If a new person is being hired in to replace the incumbent, then there will be a break in the traffic for a couple of months. And before you know it, things have begun to drift and we have trouble making the connection with the new person. Maybe there is a global pandemic and everything shuts down for a couple of years. The company has stopped spending on what we offer, and when we go back to rekindle a relationship, quite a lot has changed. The people may be gone. The budgets may be gone. The strategy may be new and different. Basically, we have to start again. We know the history of the client, but often the new people we're dealing with have no idea who we are, and we are basically doing a cold call to this company. Some are working in the office and some are still at home. Getting hold of people puts us in a quandary. That iron wall of disinterest on the part of those answering the phone is there in all its confronting glory. In Japan, if you don't know the actual name of the person, you're almost guaranteed to never get through to the function you need to be speaking with. We'll take a message and let you know. In my experience, never translates into getting a call back, no matter how many times you call. The junior person answering the phone fully believes their duty is to keep you as far away from their company as possible, and they are incredibly diligent in that endeavour. If you ask them the name of the person performing that function or role, they won't tell you, as if this information was a major corporate secret and you are an industrial spy. I remember there was a change of president in a national luxury firm here we've been dealing with, and I tried to speak to the new president. Unfortunately, I didn't know the name of the replacement, and no matter how many times I called, the young woman answering the phone would block me and was most unhelpful. Frustrating doesn't even begin to describe the feeling. I never did meet the new president. Find out more. We come back from the break. Our show today is brought to you by our public courses, but we also do custom in-house programs, as well as we do them in both Japanese and English. We do them face-to-face in our super safe classroom, and we do them live online. On the 9th of June, we'll be doing Winning with Relationship Selling. We go right through the entire sales cycle, which is the build the trust part, how to ask the right questions, how to present your solution, how to deal with pushback, how to ask for the order, the entire scope of the sales process. And the thing about our program is relationship selling. Relationships matter. No like trust between the buyer and the seller. If they don't know you, they can't buy from you. If they don't like you, they may buy from you, but they're not really happy about it. It's hard to sustain that. And if they don't trust you, well, forget it. They're definitely not going to buy. Or if they do buy, maybe they buy once. So relationship is critical. How do we create that? How do we have the right structures to really understand what they need and make sure we're supplying it, and make sure the way we present what we're supplying makes it very easy for them to buy? Also on the 9th of June, we'll be doing our Dale Carnegie course, our flagship program, people skills, communication, leadership, dealing with your stress, and also how to expand your comfort zone and be able to really expand your career by changing mindset about what's possible for you. Also on the 11th of June, we're doing another version of the Dale Carnegie course, and then on the 15th of June, we're doing high impact presentations. 2 days, 2 instructors, everything videoed. Unbelievable amounts of feedback and coaching. This is the quality. This is the Rolls Royce. This is the one you need. There are plenty of people teaching presentation skills who do not have the level of coaching of capability that we have. There's no comparison. It's like a joke, actually. This is the one you need to do, and I can tell you right now, if you need to have persuasive power, this is the program. And by the way, we all need persuasive power. Go to our website at www.dale, D-A-L-E, Carnegie, CARNEGIE.co.jp. Get my best-selling books, Japan Sales Mastery, which in Japanese is Zaegyo. This is the Bible for selling in Japan. Japan Business Mastery, Japan Presentations Mastery, plus Stop Wasting Money on Training, which in Japanese is Training de Okane wo Muru ni Sunu wa Yamimashou, and all are available on Amazon. If you like learning by watching videos, we have nearly 2,000 there for you at Tokyo, Japan, Dale Carnegie TV on YouTube. We release 3 TV shows every week on YouTube. The Cutting Edge Japan Business Show, that's the premier business show on Japan every Monday, Tokyo time. Fridays, we have the Japan Business Mastery Show, and on Saturdays, we release Japan's top business interviews, where I interview leaders from small, medium enterprises all the way up to the corporate captains of industry on one topic, leading in Japan. Every second Thursday, we release the Business Pro Television Show. You can email me at greg.story@dalecarnegie.com. Welcome back. What can we do? If there's going to be an internal transfer, these usually take place every April in Japan, as that is the start of the new financial year. It is good practice to check with our champion that they are not getting transferred to a new section, and we shouldn't assume they'll be staying put. Every year we should get into our calendar to check in on any likely staff movements which might affect them. If they flag a move, then we need to ask them to sprinkle the sacred water on our brow and anoint us into the bosom of their colleague who is taking over. Being introduced by our champion is very powerful because it helps us to overcome any likelihood their replacement may go crazy and introduce our competitor. There is an implicit obligation to honour what their predecessor was doing, otherwise it looks like an oblique criticism of their work. When we meet the new person, we have to start again and build a trust. What personality style are they? Highly analytical, time is money, have a cup of tea together, or a big picture person? What communication style do they prefer? We need to rejig everything. If there is a new person being recruited from outside, then the whole effort becomes more difficult. Our existing champion has left the building, so they have no influence anymore on what happens. How will we know when they've recruited the new person? This is not very easy, because when we call, we get that junior person who is highly motivated to tell us absolutely nothing about what is going on inside the firm. We can try and ask our champion to nominate someone in the same section or in a related section who will take our call and who will share the name of the new person. Another tack is to ask the junior person who usually answers the phone to help us meet the new person. We can explain that Suksan is leaving, and we know that it will take a few months for the replacement to arrive, and that we would like to call them every now and then and get an update so that we can meet the new person. Given we have a relationship with Suksan, there is a super slim chance they will agree to help us. Sometimes our champion is the president of the organization. As we know, corporate life can be brutal, and suddenly your president champion is out of the organization. This has happened to me a couple of times recently. One was through a merger, and the conquering acquirer ditched my guy to put in their own guy. In another case, I happened to see a LinkedIn post where a mutual friend was congratulating my champion on his new venture. New venture? What new venture? I discovered he had quit the company, was now doing his own thing. That happened very fast. A third president, who had been very, very effective in his role and a great client, was suddenly gone. I still don't know why, but my champion has been pushed out. We need to keep a close eye on our champions. All of this presupposes we are well organized. We need to keep checking on the internal transfer plans for our champion, and also take action immediately we know they are leaving to be able to track the arrival of their replacement and find out the new name. We need to keep our regular contact with our president champion, because there are no guarantees of corporate loyalty or longevity anymore. None of this guarantees anything, but it is a lot better than trying to batter down the iron wall, keeping us out. Sales is hard anywhere, but Japan just adds that patina of difficulty, which makes everything much harder here. Yes, it should be better. It should be different, but it isn't. We have to adapt and be both agile and nimble. Thank you for joining the Sales Japan series. If you found the program useful, then please work on your karma and share this with your family, friends, and colleagues. Don't forget to subscribe and share this podcast. Immediately apply what you've learned today. Go out there and survive. Use it and make some serious money. Bucks, dough, moolah, coin, dosh, lolly, readies, smackers, earners, and bread and honey. Remember, I'm in your corner, committed to your success here in Nippon.